It has been a while since I have sat down and filmed a bookish video for this channel. Mostly the content has been vlogs of me running around doing things that I need to do, which is fine, but I thought it would be a fitting return to making bookish videos with the Book-Tube-A-Thon. If you didn't know, the Book-Tube-A-Thon is a week-long readathon. Which was originally created by Ariel Bissett, and it just has 7 challenges, and it's a fun thing for people on Booktube to do. I will be sure to link the Book-Tube-A-Thon channel down below so you can see what the challenges are and the videos that come up with that. But yeah, today I would like to share with you my TBR for this readathon, which I'm really excited to be participating in. So my TBR definitely correlates with the challenges that Ariel Bissett posted up on the Book-Tube-A-Thon channel, which again I will link below. So I will show you the books that I have specifically for each challenge, and then complete the first challenge, which is to let a coin toss decide which book you read. After that, the second challenge is to read a book about something that you want to do. For this, I have Rain 4 Walks in English Weather by Melissa Harrison. This is about a person who goes out and walks around England while it's raining. I'm studying abroad in London this coming fall and definitely want to walk around while I'm there, so I would like indeed to take some walks in the rain. The second challenge is to read a book and watch its movie adaptation. This one I'm sort of kind of bending a little bit, so I'm choosing to read Eugene, Onegin by Alexander Pushkin. This is a play, but the adaptation that I would like to watch is actually the ballet adaptation, which was choreographed by John Cranko, I believe, and with music by Tchaikovsky. I'm someone who really enjoys looking at how literature is adapted into ballets. Like, I danced for most of my life, and so I think this is going to be a fun take on this challenge for me. The next challenge is to read a book with green on the cover, and for this I'm going to read Sister Outsider, Essays and Speeches by Audre Lorde. Audre Lorde is a very well-known feminist writer. She primarily wrote essays and speeches. Her most well-known ones is The Master's Tools Will Never Dismantle the Master's House, which I've read in a gender studies class before, and she's definitely a writer who I want to read more of and would like to explore her bibliography further. And as you can see, this cover is very green. The next challenge is to read a book all while wearing the same hat. I don't know which hat I'm going to wear yet. I have quite a few that I can choose from, and I will do so. But the book I've decided to go with for that is selected John Keats poetry. Last year for Book-Tube-A-Thon, I read another poetry collection in this Faber Nature Poets series. I read the Thomas Hardy one, and so I thought it would be a nice continuation to read another one of these. And I will be wearing a hat. The next challenge is to read a book with a beautiful spine. This is another one where I'm following it, but I'm also kind of bending it a bit. And so for that book, I'm reading The Valley of the Dolls by Jacqueline Susann. This not only has a really interesting cover with the pink polka dots, the spine correlates with the cover itself, but the pages on the ends are pink, which I think is really interesting and is a nice addition to the presentation of the book itself. The last challenge is to read 7 books. So since the first challenge is to let a coin toss decide which book you're reading, there's not necessarily a specific book that's linked with that, so I have 2 books to talk about in order to complete the Read 7 Books challenge. The first of those is The Girl Who Fell Beneath Fairyland and Led the Revels There by Catherynne and Valente. like the John Keats poetry book. I read the first book in the Fairyland series by Catherynne and Valente last year when I participated in the Book-Tube-A-Thon, so I thought it's time for me to read the second book. And it's short, it's fun, I'm sure I will enjoy it as much as the first book in the series. The other book I would hopefully like to get to is The English Patient by Michael Ondaatje. I would like to get to this. I had the utmost privilege of hearing him speak, and so this is actually signed by him. He came to my school and did a reading of one of his recent novels that he published, and that was great and it was amazing, and so I think this would be great to get to. So those are the books that I'd like to read. For some stats right now, there are 7 books, 7 challenges, but a total of 1,636 pages. So technically, in order to read all these books, I need to read about 234 pages a day during the Book-Tube-A-Thon, which sounds simultaneously very doable, but also a bit intimidating. We'll see how it goes. I'm planning on vlogging this week. That week is the start from the beginning of Monday, the 30th of July, to the beginning of Monday, the 6th of June. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have fun. Let me know what you all are planning to read during the Book-Tube-A-Thon if you are participating, or if you've read any of the books that I mentioned, what are your thoughts on them, and I'll see you in another video.